So the instructor just informed me sometimes these connectors, one for the charger and one for the screen that connect to the device, as this we have one for the charging to the motherboard and one for the screen. So there are two different cables passing through this underneath of the battery.
And this one is easily to change. It can be easily changed because it's a cable, and you can buy another cable and place it, and the phone can do it and charge. But this one is the screen that is having the two.
Okay,
connection.
so this screen has two things together. One is for the charging, and one is that it goes to the screen. So this one connector can do two different tasks, but they all deliver to the motherboard, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one goes to the motherboard. This one to the charging plate.
This charging plate.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is to the motherboard.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the charging plate in case you guys do not know what it is. So at least having an idea, the charging plate, you can find the battery. The charging port is connected always to the charging plate. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay, so having at least more terms, more terminology to say things correctly is what our target is. So this is one for the charging the motherboard and one for the screen connecting to the motherboard. Okay, let's move away from this task and let's upload it.
Yeah, this one. I want to show you whenever this one is not refused to charge. Sometimes some screens can refuse to do it, to charge. But what you do, you can get the same screen and remove this connector from this one. You transfer from the other one.
Oh, you can replace it. This is tiny connectors,
Yeah.
and then you can move it to a different device,
Yeah.
or to just get the new one to this, and it will function. Oh, at least
The screen can be new when you have just bought it. Maybe you have already put the gum. You cannot return it to the shop. What you do is that
you just replace this tiny one.
Yeah.
And do I have to use the blower or the soldering gun?
The soldering.
The soldering gun.
Yeah.
Where should I place that then?
We are going to see how to.
Okay, show us at the moment how you would do removing this cable from this screen. Let's see, guys. Amazing. I dropped something. That's okay. Don't worry about it. We have many of them.
The solder.
What is it? Oh, the thinner. Oh, here it is. So when this gets dirty, what happens? It won't work or what?
Yeah,
It's not gonna be too hot.
Yeah. It does not function well when it's do that.
Okay, so always you have to clean your soldering gun to make sure you can get enough heat to the item that you want to remove it. Okay.
And I'm going to see how to remove.
So now let's look into how the instructor will remove by, I'm gonna hold it, press it down.
No.
Let it go.
We just put
Okay.
this one here.
Oh, guess what, guys? He just worms and hits the cable from the other side, and then let's see what will happen. What?
Let me make it.
Okay. So he has flipped to the other side, and to get from the bottom, okay, gotta be careful you don't burn your cable. Let it go the other way, okay. So he just put some paste on it, and then the soldering gun is underneath and the cable and the connectors are on the top. So he just warms it and waits until the paste is boiled or melts. Okay, it's already loose.
Not yet.
So he has changed his direction from the top to the thinner part of the lead. So he just let's concentrate on the recording. It's not warm, it's not hot enough. We can control the heat, right? Can I increase? Okay, I increased the heat. Or that's not proper. Okay, finally he got it off. Whoa, good. So what do we call the work that we have done today?
This one. This one is the connector.
That is the connector, which he,
Yeah.
placing in your finger is just hard. Place it on the table and get your hand away.
Yeah.
So this is the charging what? This is the tiny terminal. What is it called? Connector?
The charging.
The charging connector.
For the screen.
Where is it? It's right here.
Yeah.
Okay. And it is too thin. These terminals, these connectors, I zoomed it. So as you can see, it has those teeth or terminals.
Yeah.
If one of them goes wrong or breaks,
Yeah.
then this whole cable, or the is that the charging?
Yeah, the charging.
The charging cable, which is this,
The charging cable is
And
this,
the
one, the small one.
this is the one.
Yeah.
And what is the device name anyway? The one we're working on now.
This one
Is that Samsung?
No. Infinix.
Infinix. So this is Infinix.
Yeah.
So we just removed the charging connector from the cable and we put it aside here.
Yeah.
The cable is this, and we removed this tiny terminal, connectors from the top. And what is this? Is that another phone?
It is another screen, the same. The same as this one. Then you can remove this one and place
And now
it
let's
here.
say you have a customer phone which needs this terminal. So this is the customer phone. Let's say we're also going to remove this and put it there. So this phone will function. This is just an example. So for us to do
And
it
sometimes
correctly,
you can customer can bring for the phone like that one. When the screen has no damage, when it's like this one, it's new, and tells you that the phone doesn't do what charge. Maybe
It doesn't
whatever
charge.
thing it refuses to charge. Then you realize it's the screen.
okay. So let's say I'm just gonna rephrase what the instructor said. So let's say a customer comes to you recently. He replaced the screen, and then he finds the phone doesn't charge well, and the first thing you gotta target is how they're connected to the main device. If that does not solve, then you gotta just target your next step by testing first if the power is coming all the way to this terminal.
Yeah.
After finding the
Before suggesting this one, how to check the battery, the charging.
Okay. Before jumping to this connector, you have to you have to test what the battery and what else? Battery terminals,
the charging plate.
the charging plate, and then this should be your third goal,
Yeah.
which is replacing this terminal. And don't end up to be just started replacing this before checking the battery, how it functions, the charging plate, and the terminals themselves. And you can use this multimeter.
Yeah.
It depends on if you know how to use it or not.
Yeah.
So what else should we do? That's it? Okay, let's remove this one too. Let's increase the session for the people. Let's get to work, man.
Then you can you remove this one?
Remove meaning? Or pop it out?
Yeah. You can remove this one.
Okay, how should I remove then? Show us, keep this aside and show us how we can remove. That is Infinix device.
Yeah.
The instructor will be removing it.
This one.
Oh yeah, I can do it.
Yeah.
You hold this. Oh, you mean that? Okay, make sure the camera, you don't hold the side of the camera. The camera is on that side.
Yeah.
Okay, you're good. Yeah. Great. So the instructor gave me the opportunity of doing it right in front of him. And I'm a student. I'm not perfect, but let's see. I shouldn't place here, huh?
Yeah.
So we're gonna put some. Concentrate. We're gonna put some of this flux,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna press the. Okay. We're gonna warm it up from underneath.
Slowly. Don't even push it. You'll see it.
Until it warms up.
Yeah.
Yes, I could remove it easily.
Yeah.
I
then
got it
when
off.
you
I
put
got
it
it
on
off.
the gun, it will burn.
It will burn. Which you made it. I made it right now. Okay. But were you constant focusing on that? Yeah. It was good. Okay.
Well, it
so
depends on
what
that.
I did was okay. Straight up. What I did today was I moved the terminal thing towards the heating point.
Yeah.
And it has destroyed the whole connector. So don't make me this mistake, guys, okay? So when you want to remove it, move it towards the connector.
Yeah.
So you can safely remove your connector if you have to make it survive, right?
Yeah.
So
Then we're going to put the other one back.
and now we have the other
Press
one.
it.
But how is it gonna line up? Okay. Okay.
You can first clean there with the soldering wire.
Soldering
Or
wire.
you cannot. You
I'm
can
just gonna
just
put it.
place
I'm
it.
just gonna put it right now.
Yeah.
And this plug thing has to face down, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. At least knowing how you're gonna handle this kind of problem is important.
Yeah.
So let me just clear something here. So this connector, there are two sides. One side you have this, let me show you guys, hard to connect, to get it. One side is black, you can see it.
Yeah.
Can you see it? One side is black, and the other side,
Just inside.
what is it? This
It's
inside is hard
yeah.
to see it. And one
Yeah.
side is this copper or gold thing sticking up. So that you need to make sure this gold thing is sticking up. Is that copper or gold? I'm not sure what color that is.
Yeah.
So let's just press it. Place it where it belongs. Line it up. It's a struggle. You just need to keep trying it
Yeah.
until you can say you have learned this successfully. You will drop a lot. It's not easy
Yeah, it's not.
because the cable is moving back and forth, and I couldn't leverage the way I'm holding it. And plus, the connector itself is wet with the flux on it. Okay, I can say now I have lined it up. Okay,
Not yet.
I'm gonna move it when I'm on it.
Yeah.
So you just need to get closer to that level, and then the rest you can line it up while you holding the heating is underneath it.
Yeah.
You gotta look at all the sides. I think I'm okay now.
Yeah.
I'm okay now. I'm gonna just warm it up. Should I put some flux or not?
No.
So when installing it, you have nothing to put over. Just to warm it up, and it will burn the previous flux on it.
Then you leave it to cool down.
Then you just leave it, give a press.
Yeah.
Now we're just gonna leave it until it becomes thick and solid on it. Okay.
Yeah.
So now we might be lucky. Yes, I have connected it correctly, right?
Yeah.
At least we have successfully done this. So let me cool it down by adding some of this liquid over. You can see that? Okay, let's try. Hey, this is solid now. Hey, I've successfully finished
And then
the
after
one
that, you
connecting.
put it back and connect
Put it back to
then
the
test.
device, but make sure there's no wet or flux or anything wet on these cables, because you can easily burn the whole motherboard.
Yeah.
And you can lose some of the charging ports
Because
will burn.
I'm short.
Okay, let's stop there.